Welcome to the Skill.
We're live. What?
Mild delay there.
What's
Welcome,
happening, everybody?
Welcome to the show. Live stream takeover, episode 156, the final episode of season 3.
Amazing.
It's amazing for a few reasons. Amazing.
You could have not had a kid when we started this show and have someone who could talk and listen to it with you now.
Now. Right? Now. That's frightening to think that. That's true, though. All of us were 3 years younger when this started.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You could have made it human by this point, and
Ugh. Yuck. I hope you didn't.
Right.
Or if you were hoping and planning on that, I hope you did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. However it works. Whatever you wanted.
Whichever which way. I'm doing things a little differently tonight.
You're hydrating. Oh, Soda Stream land over there.
I'm a hydro homie now.
I'm drinking Mexican water.
See.
That doesn't look very bubbly, Matt.
No, it's got...
I'm just saying, that does not look very bubbly. You need to...
It's got some loose bubbles in it.
You need to crank up the nitrogen numbers.
This is the one Rebecca wrote.
You don't make it right. See, I always say it the other way. I always say it, like, can you make it? I don't make it right. Can you go ahead and make that?
Is that what you say when you don't want to do something?
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah.
Laundry, sandwiches.
Laundry and sandwiches. That's it. There's the only two things. We did it. We landed on the moon. Congratulations, gentlemen. It's not as easy as you make it look. Well done. Thank you. Much appreciated. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from and what episode you like the best.
Yeah.
What's the best one since?
Where did you lose hope?
There's some standouts. I can't remember the numbers, but there was one in particular that really, it reminds me a lot of why we do this show. And it was, honestly, I don't even remember the content.
There's been some real good laugh ones.
But there's been some real doozies. Yeah. I would like to. Yeah, we need a then and now picture comparison. That's a great idea.
Don't do it today. My eyes are. I was up too late. Yeah.
Josh has been busy.
I have been busy.
I've been sleeping well. Josh has been very busy.
I was sending Matt messages at 2 a.m. my time yesterday. I was like, "There's a chance he's up."
Not last night.
Yeah.
Truthfully, any episode with Rich is really enjoyable. That's true. Dog boots was a good one. What was that one all about? My dog that wears boots. Right. Iowa lost hope on episode 3.
Yeah.
All the episodes are my favorite. This episode is my favorite so far. Well, the bar is low. Matt and his boxers arguing about Batman. That was not this show. That was Josh's Friday night.
Been a classic.
There's something going on with your microphone. You're cutting in and out.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe too much laughing. Maybe.
Yeah.
Gasket licking was a good night.
Oh,
that was a good one. Yeah.
Voice removal. Let's see if that has any effect.
Might be better.
We'll see what that does.
Does it remove your voice entirely? Because then we'll have a real winner. Thank you for reposting my repost to your story.
You're welcome. Reading the box art for Cutter and the Gang. That was
a great episode. That was a good one. Gunnar Nissen, get my meat in your mouth. Thank you very much. Congrats on 3 seasons. Tonight's code, #RIP Season 3.
It was a good thumbnail year. I liked it. Looking forward to what Matt comes up for next week.
I've got some ideas. I really ought to get on that because we have a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Mystery Box. Was that on this show too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. That's right. Yeah, we did that.
Yep. And then we took it and put it into a video. Fish Bill.
When you got all the pens mailed back to you.
My weekly mail call, Focus ST intercooler signed by Von Gittin Jr. Hot Wheels, Chelsea DeNofa Hot Wheels, both Ken Block Hot Wheels, and I finally want. It's a pretty rad mail call. For one, the Chelsea DeNofa Hot Wheel, also pretty cool.
Is that a good one? I don't know anything about the Hot Wheel.
Formula D. Chelsea DeNofa and Von Gittin are Formula D drivers. Drift.
Is that
the Drift world.
Formula Drift. Trying to cash in on the whole formula. If we put formula in the name, no one in America will watch us. For 2 years. And then Andrew W. I just watched the 2019 best builds from the SBG earlier today. Was 2020 as big a year as you thought it would be? Go watch the beginning of 2020. And you will see how I reacted.
Well.
well.
I really feel like we should go back and watch some of these from early 2020. Being like, what's going on?
Is this a show?
Yeah.
How long is this gonna go on for?
So, I swear it.
This got very light.
It's been a good run. I've been having fun.
It has been a good run. Yeah, I as well also very much look forward to it, and it is a testament to both your and my fortitude to continue this without missing one. That's pretty impressive.
I'm just glad that both of us have been able, like, if in absence, we've been able to.
Yeah,
we've been
able to make it work.
But I want to get on to your episode of Road to the Rockies today, because that fender with the weave looked fantastic. We haven't talked about it at all. You and I haven't talked most of the day, other than some other stuff.
Random chit chat back and forth, but there it is.
The weave looks so good. I'm so glad that you're doing the weave, and I'm positive that so many people will love the weave look most.
Well, it's a fairly
it's a classic
expected classic look for carbon. Fiber.
But it looks so good.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And without your direction, I don't think it would have turned out as good as it did. Because
I'm shocked that one it lined up so well still, because it's such a weird mold with how everything has to get pushed in there.
I was very cognizant of how I had to place it in order to get it to stay
swishing it around and move.
Well, once I got the first layer in, then I started to just smush it in.
Yeah.
And I was like, it'll stay. And for the most part, it did.
I did the night of the body.
Dude, which with the what now?
From the door to the rear quarter panel.
Oh, you got that in today. Yeah, I saw that on your somewhere.
I hope that it came out good. Yeah. I don't know why. I didn't have everything together last night, but I had it like 3 days.
Yeah.
Mold release in there, the whole deal. And I just was just like, I need to do it. So I just mixed my resin. I went and I was like, I don't have this ready. I don't have that ready. So I'm get it done. I'm running in and out of this room, like outside. And Nicole's like, what are you? It's like, I've got resin already mixed.
I wonder if this audio is on my side, but you keep cutting out.
No, I got it on this side too. I'm going to just switch my audio off of RTA. No noise canceling, but we'll see if that fixes things.
We don't need it.
So anyway, I was running around in and out, and it was a nightmare.
The thing about this process is that there are a lot of consumables, and if I'm not I don't have as easy access as some of these things as you do. So you're like, oh, I bought it in a gallon jug. I'm like, well, I got to buy four I got to buy four of these teeny tiny bottles. So like, I'm constantly reordering things. Carbon fiber fabric, no problem. I got that for days. But all the consumables tend to add up. And in fact, even printer filament, like I'm just going through that at such a fantastic rate. I haven't even mirrored the Fender files yet or done any of the bigger pieces. I've got so much more to do than you. But I'm kind of like letting you do it first, and then if it turns out, cool.
Yeah. A couple in here that I missed. Zilla Green, thank you very much. Hey Harley, thanks for the STL files. I'm glad you liked whichever ones you got. You're welcome.
Great files.
You know what? There's some good ones in there. So hopefully they worked out well for you. And Chuck's RC Habit, thank you very much, sir. Good evening, guys. Scaling the heavy hauler with some SSD parts tonight while I watch the show. Loving the Volvo body. Still think the newer modern interior from your new Volvo should fit.
Well, I mean, I could just put a phone in there because as long as it's a Google phone, it's basically the same. Hey, Long Tall Texan is in here. Hello, Harry. You're going to be featured on the episode of What's on the Bench tomorrow, so get ready for that.
Long Tall Texan. What does he make?
Yes, sir.
Or don't give away your episode.
Well, I don't want to give it away, but he made
I
something
guess
cool
we'll all
for
find
the
out tomorrow.
CUCV. So.
Oh, I like it.
You're done, RC. Thank you very much. Did you see Axial Fest Badlands tickets have been up for a month now at $80? No? But cool.
Yeah, I knew that they had put that stuff up, but
so yes, back to carbon fiber for a moment.
Yes.
It's a very rewarding process, and I highly recommend it if you have the inclination or the interest in doing some parts, like maybe even just one or two things in carbon fiber. You should try it.
What I want to do is I do want to do just a quick, like an overall video, all encompassing it. That's just solely on that. It's not part of another series, but I need to come up with something that would be something possibly usable to people, where I could give away the mold files, like give them all the tools, like get this, buy this little carbon fiber kit, like, cause you can get these like little carbon fiber starter kits. Yeah. And it comes with just like a little few things. It's like $30-$40. And
why don't you do like a hood from something that is something that's out there?
Because then they're gonna. Oh, you mean like a hood of an
existing
Jeep or something like that?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I just like it to be super universal, so they didn't have to have a Gladiator, have to have a just like
rooftop tent.
Seats be one. A hood scoop. Seats. Just a big blower hat.
Seats is a good one. I like that idea.
Seats that makes sense as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd like it to be a little bit larger so that you end up with a significant part when you're done. I feel like that's so much more rewarding stuff, is that like you can end up with something that is like this is a whole carbon fiber thing I made. Fuel cell would be good. I mean, it's an interesting fender flares.
That's an interesting choice.
I don't like fender. I don't like fender flares on anything. It's like
You're
personal.
Still cutting out, man.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's something very strange with whatever you've got going on there.
I think I might have fixed it on my side, but I probably need to change it. I bet I still have RTX set up through your audio setup. I'm doing that now. Let me do that as I keep.
You do that. Use panel bond. You can sand it, and it's stronger than a weld. They also use it to hold your Volvo together. Thank you, Jalopy RC. We are going to use panel bond.
Yeah, that is the plan indeed. All right, I switched your audio source over. So
hopefully it's better. You sound like garbage. It's super annoying.
Yeah, who knows? Sometimes NVIDIA Broadcast has a day.
Sometimes it's just the internet, man.
Yeah, it's the internet. Anyway, so yeah, that's a thing that I want to do at some point here soon. Maybe while this is still going.
Matt's printer is about to print a help me sign. It's been going, but not as frequent as you might expect. Like some of these things are like 13-hour prints. They just go overnight, and I just pop it off the printer and start another one.
I'm going through about a roll of filament every 5 days at this point.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Logan's in here. Hi, Logan.
What's happening, Logan? James Calvin, STL Auto Care. Thank you. Have you tried carbon Kevlar? Comes in colors, looks great. I have not tried it. I have seen it many times. In the typical yellow is where you most see it, but I have seen it in all
colors,
in all kinds of colors. But I have not.
They were talking about that during, was it free practice or qualifying this week?
Yeah,
it might have been testing, but they were talking about why don't teams use the carbon fiber colors so that way you can still create a livery without having to put any paint on it.
Right. Yep. Since this year's been
Martin or one of the guys was like, I don't like that idea. That's stupid. And then that was the end of that conversation.
I probably didn't hear it because I listened to the better announcers.
You listen to the worse announcers. No, although, what's been going on lately is they do like a 20-minute pre-race or 30-minute pre-race show, and international broadcast isn't even on yet. And then they switch over. So what I'm doing is I'm listening to what's his name? Will Buxton and Jolyon Palmer and a couple other former race guys, and then it pops over to the good broadcast.
Joker 510714. Thank you. Can I send you a complete bed file for Art for Knowledge, and you let me know if it can be better? Feel free to change it. If so, probably not. I normally would because I like doing that type of thing. However, last night alone, I spent 6 hours drawing and modifying a flat six Porsche engine for our builds. My CAD time right now, every moment of it is needed on these builds.
Yeah. I keep hounding Josh. I'm like, just do the stuff that I want.
Where's the files? They're in the computer.
I'm not paying you to do this, but hurry up.
What is the jerky code tonight? Jerky code tonight is #RIP Season 3. It is pinned at the top. 10% off your satisfiedjerky.com. Porsche crawler with top? No top.
Negative.
Topless.
We agreed.
Without
me remembering.
In screenshot text messages.
Yeah. He had the receipts.
So, yeah.
Something for a Phoenix. That's a good idea. Something for a Phoenix in carbon fiber.
So, yeah, I'm going to figure out something. I'm going to do it. I'll do a quick CAD video as to not make everybody all bored.
Do you know how I know when someone doesn't watch our videos?
How?
With questions like this one from West Desert Wheeler. Matt, are you going to go to Arizona with Nabil and play robots this June? I watch 50% of your videos, Logan.
We will not be in Arizona in June because we will be at Scale Nationals, which
is way better.
Is the big one.
It's the big
and it's not Scale Nationals. Don't call it Scale Nationals. Shit.
No, it's
what's this called? Rocky Mountain
Regionals.
You should do carbon truck nuts.
Oh my god.
I do have a scanner and
what did DK goes Axial Fest for $80 or a TF24 and $20 in gas money.
No, because the TF24 somehow went back up to 130 on flash sale.
No, that's not a sale.
That's a
regular price.
Yeah, no, it says 169 / flash sale 129.99. Like,
hold on a second. How much is the mystery box?
You couldn't give these away for $69 at Christmas.
How much is the mystery box?
A lot. $350.
Oof.
I know.
Nope.
Take that back.
Uh-uh.
Ed Camino.
Oh, man.
Hey guys, missed the last few shows, but I picked up an LCG build from a customer and it's missing the links. Do you recommend long front or the short ones? I see them both, not sure. Generally, I have a little bit longer rears than I do fronts. A lot of it is based on the geometry of the chassis you're using. So, and that kind of depends on your servo setup, bumper placements. There's a lot of little things. It all depends on what you have for the rest of it.
Okay. Magic School Truck is in here, and they are one of the regulars who always comments first when the live streams go up. So hello, MST. Good to see you. Next year, Matt teaches Josh how to carve a body from a block of wood. Well, I'll leave that to Headquake. That's a Headquake thing for sure. I did it once. Not impressed with my result.
Which one was that?
It doesn't. I don't own it anymore. It's gone.
Did you?
I sold
sell
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I sold it, but it was a RC 4-wheel drive flash sale when I sold it. Get it out of here.
Get it out of here. You didn't get it from me. I don't know where this came from.
I don't know who this is. Yeah, there was no made by me on the inside or anything.
Yeah, there was no 3D printed token.
Definitely not made by me. Is there a video of the ski ride breaking? No, but there's the result of the ski ride breaking.
I can't believe you didn't get the first break on video.
Well, I didn't. I got a picture of it after it broke.
I saw the stump. I mean, it looked. I was just like, I would have liked
very scale.
I would have liked to have
very scale.
Heard that.
It was pretty quiet because it was far away from where I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you hit it.
Comedy of errors with that day. And I'll talk about this tomorrow in the What's on the Bench episode, but I feel like it was fun. It was very fun, and I enjoyed driving it. That said, you do require a very specific kind of snow.
Yeah.
It needs to be powder.
I feel like that's always the problem with snow-related RCs. Ones that are made for snow, they never work as well as ones that aren't made for snow and just have a lot of power.
Yep, exactly. You need a very specific kind of snow because to steer a vehicle like that, if it's just skimming along the top of an icy pack, it's just going to keep going straight. Plus, with a real snowmobile, the driver has some influence on all of those forces.
So you need one of the Kyosho hang-on riders.
Hanging on riders, yeah, exactly.
We should stop dancing like that together.
But it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. It got blasted, and I only really broke 3 things, and they're all very easy to replace because it's all printed. So it's like an hour's worth of printing, and it'll be back up and running.
Oh well, that's not too bad at all.
Yeah,
Kenneth Brown. Thank you. Bought my C1 and C2 tickets for ECC this morning. C2 build done. Haven't started C1. Got 9 weeks to get it built, tested, and tuned. Will also be my first comp, so I'm super excited.
9 weeks is a long
Comping
time.
is the best. 9 weeks is forever. I haven't started
really
C2
great.
Or a C3.
It's really great when you have someone that you thought was your friend who yells at you the whole time.
I can't wait for it this year.
Me too. I know what to expect now. Chuck's RC Habit, thank you very much. Just sharing the love. Thank you guys for the content. Carbon fiber is definitely coming along nicely. The Volvo will hopefully be less print time than the Snow Machine. Were you able to make the video on the snow run? This is the other part of the comedy of errors of that day. So, wrong snow. I brought my camera, brought my gimbal, got everything all set up, went to hit record, no memory card in the camera. I was like, well, I got my phone. So I'm jittery crap video. It's in the video tomorrow. There's some footage of it moving at least.
Yeah, you can at least tell that runs.
Yeah, so disappointing. I'm the worst. I want to figure out how to make Lexan bodies out of carbon. For example, Power Wagon Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It wouldn't be that terrible to do, and a number of people have done it. And it's basically just casting inside of an existing Lexan body, and then
what
taking
I
that
would
out,
do, and I don't know if this is the right process, but I would actually consider, I guess, casting the outside of it, like setting the whole thing into like a plaster of Paris so it is rigid, and then just carbon fibering that.
The best, I think that's kind of what you should do. However, I think you should actually cast inside the body first.
Okay.
And then cast over that casting, because the inside of the body is what it was molded off of originally, and that's what's got the finer detail. So when you take the outside of it, because initially there was a buck, and it pulled down over it, so you lose some of it on the outside, but the inside is still more precise. So then cast that, flip it, cast that one, and then you have it. You could
flip it for real.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber bedrolls. That's true.
Carbon fiber firewood, carbon fiber bedrolls.
Oh my gosh, we could do the whole carbon fiber set. Carbon fiber man, carbon fiber dog, carbon fiber gas can, the list goes on. It's a good idea. True North RC, hope to see you at Warsaw again. Dinner's on me. I am down for that, Chad. Thank you very much for the offer, and I accept.
Will you guys be stopping by the crawl space? Depends on what kind of time we have. We probably won't be in Denver all that long. Matt and I will both fly in, and then we'll get a car together there. And
oh yeah, it's your responsibility to rent the car. I've already purchased my flights.
Joke's on you. I haven't done either.
So I get a call. I get a call like a week prior to the event. He goes, "Oh, I forgot to buy tickets. There's no more flights. Guess I'm driving."
I'd drive.
Well, pick me up at the airport,
on the
dummy.
way. Yeah,
exactly.
Chris,
if you want to paint, if you want to paint the wheels from a stock TRX4 kit, painting plastic is hard.
Get the
I'm
flex
not a
paint.
fan. Yeah, get the flexible paint, like the PS polystyrene style.
I think even Rust-Oleum has like some flexible options.
Yeah, there's some
Either
flexible
way,
paints
it's not going to look good. It's going to flake off. If you just want it and you're going to enjoy it until you want to get different wheels later, dive in, have a blast. They're not going to look good for very long.
No.
So
I'm not discouraging you. You do you.
Yeah. So not gonna, but yeah, just get the look you want and then decide later what wheels you're gonna get.
Dominic Susi,
big green trader, not tractor. I think I've done that mistake before. I'm putting an SDRC.
You like big green tractors.
I mean, I'm a big green tractor.
You deer. I'm a deer man.
Oh yeah, well I'm a winch, but I can't find
Ford
a mount.
Man.
I can't help you there because I have not put a winch in my SCX6. And it's going to need to be beefy.
Yes.
I would suggest some 1-inch angle iron. Do like one of those Craft Panda videos, like 1-inch angle iron, a big grinder.
And they make a keychain.
Oh, they're the worst videos. God.
It's so bad. Dominic, if you want to glue clear Lexan into PLA, I recommend Glue and Glaze. I actually do. I don't always do what I recommend, but that's what I recommend. Oh, brother.
Oh, brother, indeed.
Okay, let's do some mail call. I've got one more. Hey, Buck, shacking babies and kissing hands, Dandy. What's the shacking babies reference? I can't remember what that is. Is that something I said?
I think he must be mistyping shaking babies.
Shaking babies. That was not yelling. That was intense encouragement. 601, half dozen the other. I'm not ready for that stuff.
It was quite fun to hang out with Buck Dandy that weekend.
Yes, it was. Hey, Matt, quick question. Do you still have any leafed trucks anymore still? If so, what chassis? You know what? I only have one right now. It's the BRX-02. Oh yeah, because I sold the Marlin. I forgot that I sold that. I'll build another.
He's almost got there, guys.
No, never. I'm going to go. You know what? I'm going to order one from Brazen right now. I cannot possibly live this life. Okay, let's do mail call. Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff.
Good. You go first. I don't have that much.
Alrighty. So, first of all, from... what do we got here? Got a bunch of stuff. Ah, yes. From Steady Foam, I got some more SCX6 foams.
Oh, there you go.
And I also think there is a man foam in there, which is what I call t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. There's also some other cool stuff.
You should clarify what that means.
He made this mega thick grill for the SCX6 Honcho. Way thicker.
Agreed.
Steady. So that should hold up. Oh, it's flexible a bit. What kind of filament is this, pray tell? Because it's not TPU.
Could be flexible PLA.
Huh. Pretty cool. There is a t-shirt in there too. It's a body foam.
I disagree with your analogy.
Hey, there you go. Steady Foam. More cushion for the pushing. Great. Now I just got demonetized. Thanks, Kevin. Much appreciated.
Jetwave78. Thank you for the shows from the UK. What? I'm glad that they air there as well. Surprised we haven't.
I just got one too. Thanks, Jetwave78. Thank you for the shows, guys, from the UK. Crikey. No, that's Australia. You're welcome.
Buck shacking babies and kissing hands, dandy.
Hey,
one mistype and you have to keep it for 24 hours. Dang it.
That's good. I like that.
I'll combine this Amazon package since one is the norm. More PLA.
Hey, PLA. Weird.
I just have it on.
What do you use that for?
Yeah.
You have it on auto refill, but it's every 3 days.
Yeah. She's like, bink, bink. The good thing is that I can order it and have it in 3 hours.
That's pretty good.
Same day delivery. Just ding,
That's
need
nice.
another one. Like before,
I forgot.
If I can see one getting empty, I'm like, order, and it'll be here.
David Ferris, you're right. The CUCV is also leaf sprung. So suck on that. What do you do with all that?
I ran out of carbon fiber cloth. So
amateur. Look at the size of that roll. What are you?
This is what
baby?
I have left.
You should come over to my house. I've got 20 feet by like 3 yards.
Jeez. This is 50 inches by 12 feet. Not a ton, but
that's not enough.
Plenty. I'm only doing one backing layer, though. See?
True.
I'm not.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, I forgot. That's okay.
So
fair enough.
Anyway.
Okay. Good combo there. Next for me, NSDRC reached out or wrote out, helloed. they reached it.
Smoke signals.
They reached it out and sent me this adorable little tiny winch. Look at that thing.
The RS40.
RS40 winch.
The 124 scale.
Yes. Also, it says that on there, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And that came with some adorable little winch line and a winch hook.
Yeah, like 14 inches.
I know. A winch controller as well. And carbon fiber.
Fibre. Yeah.
Fiber. And that's to mount onto a TRX-4M.
Yep.
Pretty neat, huh?
Yes. When he released that, it was around Scale News time, and he's like, "Hey, got this. You interested in one?" I was like, "Probably not something I'm going to use. I'll put it in Scale News. I don't need one. It's fine. Thank you. Thank
Well,
you."
I'll use it. I'll give it a shot.
Matt
It
will
looks like a lot
likely
of fun.
you
Call Matt. He'll take anything.
Call Matt. He'll winch a 24 scale.
He'll
like a
do
nerd.
anything. Like a stupid nerd. And they also, as a bonus, one of their guys is doing these carbon fiber. I believe this is the Bully chassis for an SCX 24. So they sent one of those along as well with a bunch of
What's all the braces made out of?
sintered
3D
nylon. Yeah.
Oh, nice. SMSLS.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Ain't no FDM here. And at this scale,
Nice.
it shouldn't be. It should be centered.
Agreed.
This is carbon fiber.
Yes.
Carbon fiber.
Not carbon. It's not for me.
We're not. If it's not, yeah, exactly. If it's not carbon fiber, we're not dealing with that anymore.
This is a
Thank
bag
you,
that I'm
NSDRC.
sure that many of you will know.
Is that the mega ultra sour
No.
thingies?
If you get the bag with the yellow square on it, you probably know where it's from.
McMaster car.
MasterCard, the staple, but these are not from McMaster.
Little known fact: their first names were Larry and Larry, and they were like, "We can't call it Larry. Let's use our last names."
Yeah. So first, I got this here, and you may be wondering what that is. It is a micro quick latch. And it's got a little button on top. Press the button, it pops off. Little ball snaps on there. Solid.
Easy peasy.
Right? And I got a set of these, which hold a significant amount of weight per latch. Actually, surprising amount. Which is important.
Tell me more.
Which is important. Because I'm going to use 2 of these. And I'm going to have this portion of it just exposed from the roof of the TRX 4000. I'm going to build myself a handle that holds these. So I can just walk down like briefcase style and just go, cha-cha! And then I can walk around holding that thing. Because the TRX 4000, there's been extras. More. It's going to be heavier.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
It's going to be much heavier. And so it's going to get a very beefy inner structure that the body will still go over. But it will be attached to the chassis.
So you're doing a brass cage.
Brass
interior.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'll make some seats out of some like 1/4-inch plate.
Nice.
There is no room for seats. There's an entire ass battery holding that. I'm just gonna have to wrap the battery with like what looks like an interior.
Just 3D, 3D like design, and then print out, stick on.
Yeah, it just goes on the.
Just be like.
Yep. So that's why I got these. Cool. Looking forward to.
Yeah, that's cool.
To cracking that 50-pound mark.
Nice. That's very good. Okay, next for me, and probably the most important haul of this week.
Oh, some mud guards for the Volvo.
Volvo mud guards. And let me tell you.
That's an extended fender flare for a Volvo. I'm not sure if you know this.
I've got front and rear in this box. Pretty good stuff.
Wow.
I did buy a new wheel and tire package, much to the dismay of many people in this chat, I'm sure.
20s,
baby.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So excited there.
Me too.
In the McMaster bag, there is. Matt is going to need some of these, so he should be grateful already. Some 40s and 45 millimeter M3 hardware.
You mean like this?
Oh, you do have long. How do you have long hardware?
I bought this long hardware.
Really?
Yeah. What do you mean,
Shocking.
how do I have this?
You don't buy hardware. You beg
Yes,
me to send you a box full of it.
Yes, I do. I bought it because you didn't send me any of those.
I'm gonna have to buy the rest of. Ugh.
Because remember, I was like, "Hey, what length of screw did you use to put together the mold for the
Oh,
fenders? What
right.
size were those?" And you went, oh. So I measured, and I said, 35 or 40, and you were like, "Yep." I said, "Well, I don't have any of those," so I couldn't do any work that night on this. Just sat there. So I was like, I'm not waiting for that guy to send me free stuff anymore. Matt was born that way. Those will protect from all the minor splashes. Oh, yeah, well, you know what? The Volvo's getting muddy. So much mud in my neighborhood because there's so many new condo buildings going up. Everywhere I go, there's mud everywhere. Mud on the streets, mud in the parking lot, frozen mud over there. But I did need those. I also, I also, spoiler alert, ordered an inner fender flare as well because the rear doors on the Volvo are also the like arch.
Gotcha.
And when they designed that, they put this little rubber gasket on the inside of the panel, but it doesn't cover the whole door. So there's this big strip of mud on the inner portion of the door, and it's like it's on every single XC60. So there is a part you can buy to prevent that.
You're gonna
color
get your,
matched.
You're gonna get your whole specialty tool set up of 3M double-sided tape stripper, back off stripper.
No, it's not that. It actually mounts to the vehicle.
Drywall screws?
No regular screws that are included.
Kenneth Brown, thank you. Dabbing into fab work for the C1 build. What gauge sheet metal do you recommend for bumpers? So normally, if I'm using sheet metal on bumpers, I'm like putting it or attaching it to tube, and I try and stay pretty light. Kind of depends on how if you're brazing, you can get away with some pretty thin sheet metal, like 8 or 22, 20, 18 gauge, anywhere in there. 22 gauge can be difficult for TIG welding if you're new. So, something to think about there. But if you're brazing, some 22 gauge steel, pretty easy to work with. You cut it with some tin snips. Works pretty well.
Yep.
So.
Where was I? Have you got anything else?
I do.
Okay. We got
this
Cat 5 cable.
No.
Hold on, is that a new X-Acto blade?
No, it's a box cutter.
Oh.
And I don't even break off the tips of these unless... Actually, this one's broken and has exposed the next portion.
You should try the finger blade if you've got some time. Bringing back a classic with that one.
What the hell?
Okay.
This is... God.
Whoa. Good Lord. Take it easy there, Dewalt.
It's an inside-out Dewalt box.
Oh, hey, there's a truck in there. Oh, good, a honcho.
No.
Not good, it's a honcho?
Do you know what honcho it is?
Is this a budget build honcho?
No. It's the "this might make a truck."
What? What?
Yeah.
How? Hang on, how? I don't remember you
So
putting a honcho in there.
yeah,
Is that what it
yeah,
was?
yeah. Evidently not though. I mean, like so I sent it. This was not assembled.
Huh?
When I sent it, it was not assembled. It was a whole
This
pile of
is
parts. Remember?
this is getting very strange.
So there was a honcho in the box. This is the first time I'm seeing it again. Um, it, I guess it's got Teflon tape wrapped around the drive shaft.
Oh yeah, well that's what you do, I guess. Is this all your stuff though? Like, is it instantly recognizable as the things you sent?
Um, yeah, because it's got the straight axle in the front and the Portal F10 in the rear.
Okay.
The 3-gear trans is what I sent. I believe that I thought it was all Traxxas takeout electronics, but I'd have to go back and look at the photos, I guess.
Yeah.
This drive shaft doesn't look familiar. I think that's a Junfac drive shaft, but I think I had just some takeouts in there. I'm not 100% sure. But
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty sure
now
this
I'm more curious about how you got this back.
So I don't remember. Yeah. So the long story is that evidently somebody in the Bay Area saying, God, wherever I can't remember, wherever I sent this in the Bay Area, Team Effort sent me a message on Friday before last during the live stream, or right during the live stream. I didn't see it. Sent me an email afterwards saying that they thought that they found it in a pawn shop.
Right. Okay, I remember that part of the story,
Yeah.
but
And they said that they picked it up, and now I see it for the first time. So up to this point, it came last Friday, I think, or last Wednesday. I can't remember, but I didn't actually get to see it at the time. And then I was just like, I'm just going to leave it boxed up until the live show.
did you pay for this?
No, and I didn't. Team Effort said that it was for sale in a pawn shop, and they bought it.
Okay.
And I was just like, man, I don't even. It was like I was talking about. I was like, this truck has only made me feel bad since the inception of this freaking auction. Sold for too much. I felt bad about it, so I put a bunch of stuff in there. It got there, then the money got pulled out, or not disputed, whatever. So that made me feel bad because I put a bunch of extra stuff in there.
Yes.
And now Team Effort purchased it, and I'm like, I don't even know if I want you to, just because like I don't want you to spend money on it.
Yeah.
So the whoever stole it made money by selling it to the pawn shop. Now the pawn shop gets to make money by selling it to you, and then you buy it and then send it. And I'm like, this is a freaking nightmare vehicle.
Yep. It's cursed. That is a cursed truck.
Absolutely cursed. It's
how, yeah. And I guess it's not my business to ask, but like, did he pay a lot of money to get it?
So Team Effort said that Team Effort's in here. They do theft recovery. So, however, I think that is why they were in the pawn shop and happened to know it, I guess, luckily, or someone. Either way, I mean, just like, so I have no idea exactly what I'm going to do with this yet. I really don't. This is the first time I've seen it again. Whoever put it together used a lot of Velcro, and I mean, you can tell that this is together well. Evidently, there was never a radio that found its way into it. I think there's like bits of paper towel glued to the drive shaft here.
What?
You know what I think this is? I think that this rear drive shaft may be too short.
So
and they super glued the slider in or something.
The slider together, yeah. Yeah. So this
but
was definitely you can tell it was built by a kid.
I don't know. I don't know.
This is it's checking out now. A kid won the auction, had it shipped to the house. Parents are like, "What is all of this? I won it in a contest." Then they get their credit card statement. Billy. And then Billy's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do that." And then they're like, "We didn't buy this." Then they take it to the pawn shop, get $40 for it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I cannot even believe it.
I can't either. Like I said, it's the first time seeing it again. I'm gonna have to go back
how
and
I
look.
know it was built by a kid? Because those inner fenders are put on wrong.
They are not. Because I'm pretty sure that I put those on. And I can, you know what though?
They are supposed to go on the outside of the truck, aren't they?
I
On
can
the outside of the
100
frame rails.
No, that's not how that works.
Is that not? Is it a Phoenix?
I can 100%. Yeah, I can 100% say this was the truck though, because these inner fenders were samples, and I can tell because of the finish on them. It was pre how the final versions are.
Yeah.
So
that's why they look different to me.
Anyway.
That's embarrassing and sad, and I don't like it. You have his address, right?
I don't know. Is it one of those things where they send it to a neighbor house? It's like, I don't know.
You know what I would do?
What's that?
Take it to that house, throw it through the front window.
Yeah. So
crummy truck back, you jerks.
I don't know. That's my ad. Wait. That's my address. Wait, that's my address. Team Ever said, not the address on that box.
No. We wouldn't do that. No. We know you're good. You're a good fella.
Yeah. So Team Ever, thanks for joining in here.
Yeah. And thank you for taking care of that. That's so bizarre. I can't even. That's weird. People are saying things like, "No, it'll follow you home."
I know. It's gonna be like Rubber, just a psychopath.
Great movie. Great movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you watched it the other night.
I did. Yeah. It was weird though, because I fell asleep partway like close to the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up, and the scene that was on the TV was just like this desert scene, and the clouds are moving really slow, and there's a desert, and I was like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" And I kept watching, and I kept watching, and I kept watching, and I kept watching. I was like, this movie, like, it was already a very strange movie all the way up until that point. Yeah. So this was tracking for me. I was like, this is so weird, but I love it. I can't look away. And then I realized it was my Apple TV screensaver. I was like, movie's over. So I went back and started watching it again from that point. Like, I had to like rewind, but then it was like a fever dream when I woke back up, like with this landscape, and I was like, what's going on? And then I go back to the beginning of the movie to start scrolling through to like find the spot where I missed. But because I think I rented it on Amazon Prime or Apple TV. I can't remember where I rented it from, but there was no way to just like scroll to exactly the point that I wanted. I had to keep like sliding forward in 15-second increments. And I was like, is this part, like, I was still half asleep. So I was like, is this part of the movie? Is what I'm doing like part of the movie? Is this normal? I was really out of it. If you've never seen Rubber,
you absolutely should.
It's great. They did such a great job making that tire feel alive.
There's no way to describe Rubber without just telling you to go watch it.
Yeah.
So I can hear Nicole yelling from the other room. So she heard this discussion.
Does
She is not a
Does
fan.
she not? Yeah, well, she also thinks that Jack Nicholson. Wait, which was the best Joker? Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Okay. I can still hear her. That's great. There you go. Matt Romero.
That's Batman. That's what she.
Oh, right. I don't fully deny that, but did you know that he's reprising his role in the new Flash
Keaton?
movie?
Oh,
yeah.
really?
It's like an alternate universe. He's still Batman.
If Nicole's still watching, can she grab me another beer?
Okay. Matt Romero has the best idea for what you should do with that POS curse truck. Donate it to Operation 11 Charlie. Be done with it.
It's like I have
get
to
it up and running and give it to them. Okay, since we're still on mail call at 10 o'clock, my final piece for the week. You're going to love this, Josh. This is going to be right up your alley. It's one of the things that I know you love about this RC hobby.
Is it a person?
No, I wish it was now, though. That's a really good idea. No, it's probably your second favorite thing, then. If it's not a person, it's tracks.
Oh, my God. What are those for?
This is for the TRX-4M. These are from SKP Engineering.
Okay.
He's on Etsy, and when I saw these, I was like, yep, I'm definitely wasting money on these.
I just heard you guys talking about rubber. I'm like, no, don't tell people I want it. It's stupid. I don't know you guys.
No, that movie's great. The part where the police officer is like, it's all over. It's not real. It's not real. Shoot me. It's not real. Shoot me. Anyway, these are printed. The TPU for the tracks.
Like a good print.
It's a good quality print, man. These are really good. These are nicely put together and good amount of flexibility, and it gives you all the parts you need. There's bearings in there and metal and all kinds of good stuff. So I'm gonna put these on here shortly, maybe for next week's What's on the Bench episode, and give her a go.
You said that's chuffed. For what vehicle? TRX-4M?
TRX-4M, yep.
So you can put those on and then winch yourself when you're in anything more than like a quarter inch of snow?
Yeah.
So
no, the winch is going to go on the good one. I'm putting these on the Defender.
Oh, gotcha. Good call. Good call.
Those are really cool. I'm excited about those. Not too expensive either.
So,
I think that's it for mail call for me now. Where do the anti-foams go? They go in the STX6.
I
should probably get those steady foams. Yes. Where do the anti-foams go? Oh, I get it. Because they're tracks. I understand.
There you go.
That's the joke.
What?
What?
Quick discussion on back to scale math for a second. You touched on it in your video, but we do have a chassis. I'll show it in here for people because everybody in here's watchers. But yeah, you can see that, and you can see our steering.
What's going to be steering?
Yeah, a version of it at this point. But this runs at this point, other than a receiver.
Sick.
So
that's great.
It's not going to be. I cut it out of some disposable material at this point, so that I can make some changes here and there. Yeah.
That's very exciting. I'm excited to start that adventure as well. But I think for the sake of convenience, you're just going to cut me one for now.
I'm going to cut you one kind of like I have. Probably the next revision, because I'll just go ahead and put material in there and cut two.
We'll work out all the bugs, and then we'll get it done in fancy material.
And some carbon fiber. Oh, Team Effort was saying, so on the body for this thing, they covered up like anything that, like it said axial up here. They put a Trax sticker over top of that. Not on the sides, of course. They left that one. And then where it says Yoda Masters back here, that says Valinian. And then this is a 4, but sideways. And then this is a 1, but sideways.
That's a kid.
Oh,
Kids,
Valinian.
kids do that.
Kids. That
Kids.
does make sense. I can see here where I was marking where some interferences were with silver Sharpie. That's something I do. Oh, there's the magnet that I always glue on the underside of the hood for the body pins. Yep. Oh, here's
This
more
town
track
needs an
stickers.
enema. Yeah, so it's a kid, 100%. They probably had like an 18th scale Revo or something and just had a bunch of stickers from that. Kids are stupid. DK just goes, kids are stupid. There's a great subreddit called Kids Are Stupid. And I belong to that because I love kids being stupid. Larry, you're about to enter a house of pain. Then go to in and
See
out
what
burger.
happens, Larry? Do you see what happens?
Yes, David, we're going to send the chassis and Turbo TT. The ski ride will be up and running again in a couple of hours of printing. And how broken is it? Well, I can pick up this piece pretty easy. This is the only part that broke. That's it.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all. Just this piece, and then that piece. Just 3 pieces.
Back up and
More
running.
annoying than anything.
There will definitely be some send cut sending on the builds, but the chassis I will likely cut the chassis for us.
Yeah, Josh will just do that for us. For me.
Yeah. SLS printed in carbon material? No. Cut from regular carbon material.
Yeah, regular carbon material. The good stuff. But yeah, Class 2 is going to be exciting. I mean, you guys saw a bit of an update today, but there's more since then. More body.
Look at that thing.
Look at the shape of this thing. It's so weird.
It is so weird.
Right?
Yeah, I mean the print looks good too. Looks like you have a little filling on the seam there, but nothing wild.
Yeah, there's a little bit of what do you call that when it prints flat, but it still has a bit of lift
there's still some
on the edges.
Yeah. So you'll have to fill
That's okay.
and blah blah blah.
That's okay. I can do that.
Yep, not too bad.
But the print quality is quite good.
It's looking good. That was you bought that model off of that
file.
CG Trader, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you paid what, $50 for that model?
$52.
And if you were a CAD person at all, that model was so good. And like what did I work on that thing for? Like maybe an hour, 2 hours to get everything done on what you had there. It was such a breeze to work with.
Pretty phenomenal.
What an excellent setup.
Yeah, thanks again for doing that.
So much better than I think I'm done ever buying anything from Colts.
Same. Yeah, CG Trader is the place to be.
Colts is like the models on there in comparison are just.
Some are not good. Some are this quality.
Okay.
Some.
I haven't seen
Jeep
any
bodies,
that aren't. I don't know that any are because I think almost all the Colt stuff is like STLs. Can you get anything that you can't get anything in there that's like step files or parasolids or anything?
No.
I don't think.
The Jeep files to make those Jeeps I did for last year, those were good quality files.
Right.
But stuff like that is very rare.
But they're
pretty few
only
and far
STLs.
between. Yeah, correct.
Which is much harder to work with if you plan to do anything beyond just downloading and printing.
Yeah. Did you have to scale up or down on this? No, it was 10th scale for this wheelbase, right?
It was 10th scale. I didn't adjust the scale at all. Basically, it came very detailed with like full fenders and lights and a bunch of other like associated stuff on it. I cut all the fenders off, redid the shaping around the grill a little bit. Shortened the grill itself.
Like even this panel, it's like a sliding panel that would go on the roof to like open up. But look at the detail, like even on the undercut there, it's perfect. Yeah.
The work that I had to take off, like the running board stuff, some basic stuff here and there. Either way, it was just such a good, solid model that was just not like solid meaning good, but solid meaning like the type of 3D body.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And it is thick enough to count as a hard body.
Yeah. Thick.
And then some, actually.
So yeah, I think that's going to be super cool. I'm glad that you showed me that thing, and I was like, that's the dumbest idea you've ever had. It's like, sure, cool. This is stupid. I got the model of it, and it's like, this is terrible. This is terrible. And then started cutting it up. Like, it's actually not as bad. And now when you're printing it, I'm like, okay, I'm on board with this. It is. It's nice and pinchy. It's nice,
It's pinched.
Aggressive class 2, but it still has. It's like, okay, you know what? He saw the vision that I definitely did not. Because I was just like,
what are you doing again?
like,
idiot.
you know that class 2 is a competitive class. Why do you do this? And then I'm like,
You
okay,
know me.
actually, this isn't that bad. This is not as bad.
This
as
is
I
not that bad.
Yes,
this is pretty good. This is like about as pinched as you can get, I think, and still be legal.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So,
I'm really excited to do my carbon fiber on the inside trick.
I'm actually looking forward to what that does. As well.
I think it'll work. I think it'll work.
I think that it'll likely work as well. You should try and just take a piece of PLA from something and back it, see how it all adheres, and make sure that it works well. In case you have to scuff it or do some stuff like that.
Yeah. I was going to scuff it anyway, but yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. But good. No, that'll be cool.
Yeah, you guys are making me want to get a Prusa. It's not a bad investment. Not a bad investment at all.
I keep looking at. I looked at like picking up one of the bamboo, the X1C or whatever, 1XC, blah blah blah, whatever it is. And like a couple of the guys that I really watch and trust their 3D printing ability, they like them, but they still use their Prusa for all of the like demonstrate and like test. I'm just like, I could get it, but I'd have to like put it in a different area because they're so ridiculously loud. Like,
oh, the bamboos are really loud.
Oh my God, they're terrible.
See, now I'm losing interest.
Now, granted, they only have to be loud and super obnoxious for a much shorter time, but still, like, I don't know. So.
Josh will lead the slow clap when Matt finishes the course. Thanks, Dad.
So, garage printer. Yeah, but that's a problem here because, big problem for Matt.
You mean in my Volvo?
Yeah, like, so it can get stolen too. But it's super hot in my garage in the summer. I don't know. So we'll see. I don't need a second printer. Honestly, the Prusa is dormant enough that it's still getting everything done I need. Like, these prints are long prints, but I've had this print done for a week. I still just haven't got to it. And I didn't print anything last night. So I'm just like, okay.
Prusa print Warhammer minis, or is that resin? That's definitely resin. 100%.
Yeah, that's a different level. I talked about it a little bit, but I started working on an engine last night, an engine model for us for this.
Yep.
And I'm probably going to simplify it down to the point where we can Prusa almost everything, if not everything, almost everything.
Yeah.
I thought about
as it like, should be. Because if we start getting into resin,
I know, it's just like
pieces are going to break right off,
crack and fall off. And it's like, I'll just make it good enough to go. I've been looking at the Raise 3D printer lately, 3000. So I help over at Gately Audio, which is the local place here. They do some super cool stuff. They bought the Raise 3D last year, and because of the build volume for what they're doing, it's come in handy. But it's not as reliable, and the detail not as good as the Prusa. For what they needed, I think it was a good choice. But at the same time, if I was shopping, it wouldn't be the one that I would like choose for RC stuff, even though you could do a body and, you know, twice as large is basically it's this thing. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Some pros, some cons. So yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. The CCX Tony's in here.
Hi,
These
Tony.
two yahoos convinced me to buy a Prusa, and now I've unlocked master level of Tinkercad. I give Tony shit all the time about. He's like, "Yep, design these up," but because he won't leave Tinkercad. And
Tony.
I know. We have someone has to just take his crayons away and make him go. Just be like, you've graduated to a pencil now. Here you go.
Oh, you'd fit right in here. I love a good pencil.
I do a lot more than ours. Yeah, and I totally get that. It's like the build volume is the reason for the raised 3Ds, and that's why they got it, and it made sense. So yeah.
Okay. Super Greg, just curious how many people greet their RCs when they walk into their hobby room, or is it just me? Maybe Matt and Josh can do a poll. Do you speak to your cars?
Do your cars talk back? I think that's the question that we need to start with before we refer Greg to some other people.
Do you talk to your RCs? Question mark. Let's find out. Let's find out.
I walk and say, "What's up, ladies?" Smack it on the back.
These are my ladies. This is Roxanne.
You know how I call her that? Yeah.
I used that audio. Only when I'm cursing them out. Only when I'm mad, yeah.
Chris Kelly's the same thing. Just a lot of swearing at them.
I don't know if I'm talking to them, but when I come in here, I'm usually, "You stupid idiot." I think I'm talking to me.
Yeah, I just look around and go, "What are you doing with your life?
Yeah, come on,
what's
man.
wrong with you?"
Come
I'd
on,
drive
man.
me.
My wife, Rebecca, is going away on Friday. She's going to Arizona, actually, to participate in the Scale National RC Robot Comp. No, she's going to scope it out for me. Scope out all the rocks.
Get some samples, some traction checks. Give me a coefficient of friction, different times of day, so I can tune my foams.
No, she's going to visit a friend of ours who moved there a long time ago. But my friend across the street, my best friend, he's like, "Hey, we could do this or we can do that. We can do a bunch of stuff. We got all kinds of stuff we can do when your wife is away, like, you know, poker game or go karting or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, you know what, man? I'm pretty good. I got lots of stuff I've got booked. I got tons of things already that I got to do. Lots of RC stuff. You see, I've got this thing that takes up every waking moment that I'm not working." He's like, "Oh,
Nicole
yeah."
leaves Sunday as well.
Oh, yeah?
She's going down to Texas to my niece, my brother and my sister-in-law called me, "Hey, the daycare's closing for a week for spring break or something like that." Or whatever it is, whatever reason. They're like,
Yeah.
"Nicole, want to come down and watch the baby?" And Nicole's like, "Absolutely, I'll be there."
I'll be there. I'm leaving right now.
My brother called me 2 days ago. He goes, "Hey, when Nicole comes down, I'm just gonna go to your place." I was like, "Okay, all right, that's fine." And then,
So wait, is it just going to be Nicole and your brother's wife?
and the baby,
Yeah, and the baby, of course.
yeah,
Right.
the baby's still.
So
gonna be
he's
there.
coming to see you.
Yeah, well, he's like, he's got some work stuff to do. He's like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Someone's
sure.
coming down. They're good. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So, and he was texting me today. He goes, "Hey, got my ticket booked. I got a couple of business meetings. Things like that. I'll be in and out. I'll be there though, like Monday night and like one other night or something like that." And I was like, "You see, Monday night I film the Scale News, and usually it takes me."
You can't be here Wednesday because that's a very important night as well.
Ooh, maybe I'll have him. Maybe I'll give him the script.
You can have him on the show.
He
can do the
just does
news.
He just does the
He'll
news.
do the news. Yes. That's perfect.
I'm going to talk him into that. You're
Yeah.
going to film the news, Jake.
You're doing it. Jake, enjoy.
Yeah.
Just follow this script. I'll cut it together later.
Yeah.
Actually, here's how you use Premiere. Gotta go.
Star wipe.
Lots of really hard cuts.
That's not how wife swapping works. Finally, someone competent. My brother is an entertainer as well. He will do fine. I'm gonna have to
He'll
talk
be
him
good.
into that.
Yeah, he'll be good.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Hey, Teleguided's in here. Hello. Never say hi to my SBG and HD trucks just to behave.
Don't catch on fire. Don't catch on fire.
Don't catch.
And
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one of them he's talking to.
Don't fall apart. Don't fall apart. He's talking to me. Talking to my stuff. Please have him do a cameo. At least, yeah, exactly. Just at least get him to do one segment, but wear the same clothes.
He won't have any of my clothes.
No,
We don't wear the same type of thing. I know.
He'll have to put your clothes on.
He's much more in shape than I am.
He's not as husky.
He is very fashionable.
Oh, so he'd probably be, a buddy of mine. Good friend of mine. He and I would get along very well. You and I, on the other hand, not so much.
He's always complaining about his tailor. Like, really messed up the hem on this shirt.
Crotch area is too tight again. Oh, that's great. Josh is in shape. Round is in shape. No, Josh is working out. I see him on the old Peloton every once in a while.
He'll do a good, difficult.
My running's
workout.
going very well.
That's stupid. Running's stupid.
I don't disagree. It is pretty stupid. But I'm doing it every day.
Stupid. I disagree with
Training.
running. Yeah.
Super
Running
sick
hurts.
SMS
Yeah,
hat. Thank you.
Running, it hurts the brain. I feel like
No,
that's
you
why
just
people run.
zone
It
out. You
hurts.
put music on. It's fine. It's good.
I missed a couple. Indie Bama, I missed one from him. Managed to get a
Oh.
C2 ticket for ECC. Hope to do better than Scale Nats. Been getting a lot of runtime in so far. Good luck, Indie Bama. Yeah,
Good luck.
testing like that is absolutely testing, knowing your truck, all the things that neither Matt nor I do. Do those first.
I did say that I was going to test Class 2 this year.
You did say that confidently, and I was like,
Well, I didn't say I'd be testing it with that body on it, though.
you did. Yeah, you even caveated that. So
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
Not ruining that. Gotta
Big
win
green
concourse.
Tratter. Do the Phoenix aluminum knuckles have more clearance than the plastic ones? No, they're about the same there. If you want more steering or more clearance as far as that goes, just take the steering stops off the axle housing itself. So, and Buck Dandies. I will give you 850 Buck Dandies for it, assuming that he's talking about the.
Is that like itchy and scratchy dollars?
Yeah, exactly. Shroot
not.
Bucks, same
Shroot
conversion.
bucks. 1/1000th of a penny or something. Is that what it was? Pay up, sucker. Thank you very much. Hello, guys. Gunner, congrats on number 43 cliffhanger. What's that all about?
I don't know what that means. I do know that Moose Jaw did a cliffhanger body
Oh, maybe
that I
that's what
believe
he's
had
talking
number 43 on it.
about. Okay, there you go.
That had Gunner's stuff on it.
Hey,
right?
let's talk about RC related stuff for a moment. I know it's a bit of a departure on this show, but can we talk about Proline for a moment?
Sure.
Can we talk about that Ford body that they put out today?
Today?
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram today.
Are you going now? Are you talking about the Ford F100?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was in the scale news.
Not released, though. Like, not out there, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was in
Okay,
scale
I
news
just
this
saw it.
week that it was released.
I just saw it today. Don't judge me. I just saw it today.
Why are you not watching the scale news? Everything.
I know I watched the scale news, but I must have not been paying attention. It doesn't matter. Let's just talk about. It looks great from portions,
certain angles,
not the front.
not the front.
We have to talk to somebody at Proline because they've got to stop doing whatever they're doing with the grills and this stuff. Other people are doing way better jobs. They need to step it up.
I know what you mean. So I have some theories. I know that Proline used to hand carve almost all the bodies.
Yes, we learned that.
And I believe now that that's not necessarily the way that all of them are done. That some of them are done in CAD now.
Okay.
And I don't know, though, if they then go from CAD to a kind of hand-done model that is maybe supplemented with some of that stuff. Either way, I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like maybe this one was done less the new ways and more the old ways. Does that feel possible?
That feels possible.
It's a guess.
I just
Total
don't.
Guess.
I don't know, man.
I know old trucks are boxier and things like that, but it doesn't look as quite as up to par as some of their others.
Yes.
They've
It's
been
sort
doing
of like
better
the.
with a lot of them recently.
Sure, but it's sort of at the Is Tony designing these bodies? It's sort of at that same par that the SCX6 K5 was.
No, nothing is that bad.
Well, I don't know. That was pretty bad.
That SCX K10 is the Vitera levels of bad, or worse, or
Somewhere
worse.
Rich is like, did somebody say Vitera? It's not good.
I mean, honestly, it's like that body is so bad that it's just like what happened? Did they get so far in that they're just like, we have to still release it? Just do it. Or like, did they?
How much would it cost to make one of those molds?
In the States as well.
Like, are they is it CNC'd or something? How do they even?
So that I mean, generally, or from some places, yes. In the state, you know. Now the other thing is that they own the equipment, so it's almost impossible to say because they own their equipment for a lot of that stuff. Right. So you know, if you were to contract it done, you had a design file, things like that, and you're gonna. I mean, God, I don't know. I would hate to give numbers like that, but
DK said is Proline outsourcing design work to
$8K minimum is so far off that you're like not even close.
So far, high or low?
Low.
No.
Yeah. How much?
Really?
Oh my God, yes.
They're spending too much money on terrible things.
I
don't mind saying that. Like, I think we're at a point now where people are expecting a lot more from Lexan bodies. For example, Phoenix body is a good one. Night Runner is a good one. All of these bodies have additional parts they could put onto them to make them look more dimensional. I think just stopping at a sticker isn't enough anymore.
No,
depending on the mold body. If it's a well molded body,
you know, I even
Then
so
fine.
with that, I don't know.
Like,
For a regular
what about this one?
aftermarket, I think it's different when you're looking at a regular aftermarket body like this versus one that you're putting into a kit. When you're talking about a kit like that Traxxas body, I mean, granted that's done in Taiwan, which is going to be a much different, lower cost.
Yes.
To do a body like Cliffhanger or the SCX6 body in the States, yeah, you're looking 30 to 60 grand probably for the mold. If you were contracting it, you know, granted, like I said, they own their machinery, things change. But you're in the state, anywhere in the States, you're not having that done for less than 20 or 30 grand.
What?
It would be, I think, safe to say. And if you tried to quote it at a place that you've never done business, it'd probably give you an even higher number. Sure. But the one like the Traxxas there with all those molded bits and things like that, that is going to be so much money. And the only reason it makes sense is because it's going on a model and you're selling a $550 model. Like, here you go, $550, $550.
Yeah, understood.
Where the rest of it has definitely been paid for in the tooling through the sales over the years. So all you have to do is pay for the tooling of what that body cost, artwork, promotion, you know, assembly, product, you know, requirement, things like that. On an aftermarket body, where the most you're going to sell it for is $60, say, and you've got to sell it to dealers at 40% less than that. And if that dealer buys a couple $1,000, you got to ship it to them for free. And so you've got all these things.
I understand. There's a lot of cost involved to getting to the customer, especially when you're doing aftermarket, because there's just the margins are so much slimmer. But maybe instead of doing 3 or 4 shitty ones, just do one good one. Because somebody made a really good point here. I think it was Jeremy Kilburn, who's replacing the fantastic factory-made bodies with these crazy oddities they call bodies now. Because the ones that you get, like the SCX6 Honcho or the SCX6 JLU, are fantastic bodies with tons of details. It's like you've got to blow people away if you want them to buy the other one.
That's such a great point now that like that stock bar has been raised over and over and over, where it's not you're not just changing the style anymore, apples to apples. Because you used to have this body, everybody has a Deadbolt. It's like, you know what? I want a new body. I'm going to buy this $50 body and throw it on there. And I have basically the same thing, and it's a different truck now. It looks a different color, but I have almost the same comparable thing. Granted, the Deadbolt had a cage and stuff like that. Doesn't really matter. Yep. But now, like Jeremy said, it's a terrific point. But people always just want different. As long as it's different, it's better. Even if it's shittier. And
I love Chevy. I got to get it. Right?
That's exactly it. I want a truck. I want a truck body, and I want it to be taller. I got to put 2 2s on it and some 120 millimeter desert lickers. Like, gotta have it. And it's, you know, like they just,
it's true.
So, but like Proline, they're rolling the dice because every once in a while, one's a hit, and not all of them are.
Yep. Like the nice I just said, Proline Bug Crawler nailed it. He's quite happy with that one.
You know what? Can we do a poll on that? Because
let's close this poll.
Poll 50-50 on my side. For that.
Oh, 50 desert lickers. I know. Where's my poll gone? It's gone.
Do you like the
51 no, 48 yes
bug body, the scale bug body? I'm asking that question because I would like to know how many people like that body versus don't, because I don't think, like Moose Jaw likes it. I know he does. I don't think that it will be as heavy in his. I think that one will be a much more split vote than.
Yeah, I liked the one for the Yeti. That was a good one.
It was pretty good, but again, you have to like. You know, it's odd, the idea of a bug. We used to run bug bodies on so many of our comp trucks. Like
Sure.
I've had so many comp RC bug crawlers.
What was the
And
military truck Proline did? It was terrible.
The tactical one, God,
Oh yeah,
what was that thing?
That was awful. It's like two cardboard boxes taped together.
Yeah, and
Strike Force, was that
Strike
what it
Force?
was?
That sounds about right. Yeah, it's something like that. But
120 Desert Liquors. I'm never gonna forget that.
Yeah, so you know, I just it was Strike Force, yes. So that one, you throw those ideas out there, like some people are gonna like them, some people aren't, and it's either you can only have so many that are like gonna be the. Now you gotta think about the Power Wagon. When the Power Wagon was released, big full fenders, big box. Yep. If you saw the version of the Power Wagon that's sold versus what most of them look like when they get put on trucks now, it's two different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So, I missed a couple.
Proline's now going to come out with the Suga. Yeah, you're totally right.
Jeremiah's
going to see.
I tell my truck, look, today I'll get you new tires and then sit and stare at it for 2 hours, cussing it for costing me so much money. Yeah, it's just one time. Yeah, the amount of money. I don't want to talk about that. TRD Adventure thing. What's going on? The new bug body can look great, either done up scale or comp cut. That's what I'm rocking on my SCX10 Pro. Totally agree. It can, the new bug body. Yes. It can do both, similar to the Power Wagon, but I don't feel like it's going to be as widely accepted.
I agree. The Power Wagon is going to it's going to be hard to beat the success of that one.
Yes,
because it hit on so many levels, right? You could do a nice scale truck build if you wanted, or you could do a comp.
Has J Concepts released the Harley body yet? Oh, they should just make it just the worst piece of shit. Like,
but you know what's going to be funny about that?
I would slow clap for them.
You know what would be funny about that is it would get released. You would buy one, and then the next day, Harley Davidson's lawyers would become calling. And it would get shut down instantly. You will not put our name on that, sir.
Oh my God.
Moral of the story, we like bodies we can cut the fenders off of. Agreed. Yep, it's true.
Yeah. Yep.
Suga is the love child of the Power Wagon and a VW bug. Should sell like hotcakes. Hey. I asked in the video today what livery I should go with, and there were a few comments, and it actually did come up in the mod chat last night when I asked the guys. I have to do it. I have to do it.
You got to do it.
I got to do the Red Bull livery, but it's a moose instead of a bull.
Yeah,
I have to.
Call it Red Moose and just do it. Just nail it right on the head. Red Moose. Even though I know that a moose can be a bull, still Red Moose.
Yeah. Yeah. Has to.
Or it could just be Red Bull still, but with the moose. Either way.
Yeah. It's 6 of 1. Doesn't really matter.
Creative freedom there. But
yeah.
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 Look, I'm looking forward to that one setting on there in its entirety. Getting the back half. You're gonna have the back half done tomorrow.
Yeah, or should I start printing more molds?
Well, you do have the sides to do. You do have the other fender to do.
Yeah.
You're behind on molds in comparison.
Oh, I'm very behind.
So
it might be wise to switch gears and print some molds.
Hopefully I can do this one tonight. We'll see what my enthusiasm level is after I demold the side of that the one that I've got in the garage right now. I'm very nervous on that one.
Yeah.
I forgot to print a pressure plate. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't send you one either. So
Oh, good.
I need to print a pressure plate. And yeah, I don't know. There's very little area where I had 2 pieces of that big aluminum strapping that I kind of put at a slight angle to each other so I could get decent pressure across. I don't know. I'm just I'm hopeful.
What happened? No.
Kind of sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher on this side.
Alexander.
Is Matt doing googly eyes for headlight? I mean, he has to do something like that, I would have to say.
We can't give this to our friends now.
Duck, Craig.
This is not for you.
Oh, did you?
I bought stuffies for the dogs in Arizona for Rebecca's trip. And Alexander found them and chewed on them and then presented them to Rebecca as like, look what I found. Thanks for the
smart
new toys.
dog. You can't be mad
Very
at him
smart.
for that.
I know. You can't be mad at him.
Like, he did a good job. He found.
Yeah. Good job.
His
We're gonna
hunting
leave this
route,
here,
his
though.
elegant hunt.
Did he
obviously-
get both of them? Oh boy.
And he put them in his basket. Or next to his basket.
He put them away even? God, he's your dog.
Yeah, he
Just
put
the
them
cow.
away.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, I guess they're his now. I'll go get new ones tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, they're slobbering. Okay, go. See you later.
Oh,
Sorry.
If only the dog could find Matt's Jeep.
If only the dog could find the Jeep. Good one. That's funny. Who said that?
Rebecca is real.
She is real. Real mad at the dog.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
Dang it. That is too
You
funny.
can't be mad at a dog for that.
I can't be mad at him for doing that, though. It's pretty good. It's cute.
You know. But I think that going back to your original thing about that Proline Ford, my biggest gripe with it is that I just don't feel like in the end it's going to be a very usable body. Because it doesn't have much pinch in the front. And the front wheel openings are like small but big. And I don't know. I just feel like they're not going to clear very well. Even in the photos, it's barely turned. I know you get.
Oh, yeah.
It's
And
barely
rubbing.
turned, and it's already like right against the body. I'm just like, I've had a number of Proline bodies, and I've tried to make them work, and I'm just like, I'm gonna have to absolutely cut this entire thing apart to make it. The truck bodies, especially. What was the worst one? Was that like old Ford that they had? I can't
I don't
remember.
even know. Can't remember. Flappy Jesus. Thank you. Elan Rouge. Yeah. Is that what moose is in
What?
Swedish? Coming up with all kinds of. Here, I'll just go to translate.
The 65 Ford. Yes, that sounds reminiscent of what I was remembering. That body was the worst to use. I was just like, this thing is terrible in every way. And I have another one at work right now. Yeah. So it's hard to what? Yeah, Elon. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. Translate. Red forest horse.
Is it like are they doing French? You know, Volvos are Swedish, right? Everybody. There, I did it. I did red moose in the translation there, so it's raw dog.
It's what?
Raw dog.
I think you said raw dog.
Yeah, it's raw dog.
I mean, it sounded like he said, okay.
It's raw dog, everybody. Can't believe that dog. What a smart dog. They were hidden in a suitcase.
Oh, wow. They must have had the scent of pet store on them.
They must have.
He could tell.
These are for me.
Yeah, like
It's
you guys,
a challenge for me. Thank you.
yeah. Your hiding skills are improving.
Elan is moose in French. Yeah.
So where,
There's your next bumper sticker. It's probably Road Olg. It's the R with the double dot over it with the O.
yeah. Road
I don't know.
dog.
Oh, you must be Swedish. He probably found the stuffies and he went, clever girl.
Not more clever than I. Nice. Well, I'm going to demold my body side tonight. I hope to finish our flat 6 Porsche engine model as far as like
Cool.
It's at full scale now. I've scaled it down and put it in the chassis. And then I'm actually going to take and modify the chassis around where the suspected engine model will be to make sure that it's properly displayed.
Are we still going to put the whale tail on, do you think?
Oh, 100%. But I'm going to modify that file. I'm going to take and hollow out where the mesh or where the grill is on the top so we can put in like an actual perforated mesh so we can see down and see our engine.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm this poll right now, I'm sitting at 54% like it.
72.
Oh man.
Wow.
Not sure if that says people on this side have better taste or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Tanner, can I buy my old buggy off of you? Old buggy. F100 or K10 body for comp. Probably the K10. It's more aggressive with the openings. I think it's got a little bit more aggressive all around. I think if I was going on, I have the K10. And knowing that and looking at that one, I think K10 would be my choice. So, yeah. That'd be my thought. Powder coated red, chrome red. Powder coated chrome. Oh, that Jeep thing. Yes, you can. Absolutely. It is in many pieces though. It's in basically the same condition.
Give me 10
but
minutes.
In many pieces. Yeah. The SCX6 K10 is so sexy. I have so many concerns for your taste, Mike Rice. I'm trying to think of a worse body that's been made besides the Lloyd in the last 5 years.
Oh, man.
Think of one. Matt, come up with a worse body that's been made in the last 5 years besides the Lloyd.
I've got one.
That's from ProLiner J Concepts.
Yeah. It's from J Concepts. It's the, what was it? The Crunch. What was it called? The Gozer.
The Gozer?
Body. Yeah. That one's pretty awful too.
That one is pretty awful, but it's at least a model of the full size Brodozer body.
Ew, that's true. Okay, hang on. Let me go to their catalog.
The Gozer, at least, like, it's ugly, but it's ugly for a reason. And it looks pretty representative. Where that K10 doesn't look anything like her, right? It looks like a K10
Crawler.
if you've been
Crawler bodies.
drinking heavily. It's like,
not a fan of the Creeper or Creep.
the Creep, yeah, but people
Pretty
like the
bad.
Creep's not bad. That's what I got on my
What
SX.
about the tucked F250?
The tucked. I mean, for the name alone, it's pretty bad. Yeah, the creep isn't terrible. It's not great. It's the cab is so small, and it's got this long
very
hood.
very tall in relation to the length of the hood too.
It's an odd one. It's not their worst attempt, but it's not the best. Honestly, just the name. They're like, I got it. Tucked. Stop.
Do you think that's a good idea? Yes.
I wonder if the owner of J Concepts is absolutely loaded and just is like, I'm gonna screw with everybody.
He doesn't care. He's got not a care in the world. I sell enough race wheels and tires to put my kids and my neighbors' kids through college.
The Wild Bill. No. Tucked. So,
I have a boat. I have a house on the water. My wife is mega hot.
Can I tell you?
I've got a Lamborghini.
There is a restaurant near our shop. Matt has eaten at this establishment.
Yes. Yes, I have.
And they have a steak sandwich, which is pretty good. And I can never remember the name of it exactly. And I always say the wrong one. Because I'm like, nope, I always say it wrong. It's not the Buffalo Bill, it's the Wild Bill. And I'm wrong.
What's it actually called?
It's called the Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bob. Either way, I always call it the Wild Bill.
It's not
Bill.
the Buffalo
like, nope,
Bob.
Nope. I feel like the Wild Bill they'd hide. The meat would be under the bun.
I'd eat me.
It's not here. Oh, there it is. Found it. Brandon always like looks at me as I'm on the phone, like ordering, like I'll order for all of it. And got it.
It puts the fries in the basket. It puts the sandwich in the basket, or it gets the hose again.
Oh, God, every time. Because I'm always trying to remember it from freaking Joe Dirt, not from actually Science of the Lambs. Like,
John Roberts, 1.6 RC, thank you very much. Would the new Proline Ford pickup make a good pre-runner with honcho rear? If not, which pickup? Well, you're going to have to cut it, right?
Yeah, you would have to cut it.
So no, I wouldn't do that. Just put the new cliffhanger front on the front.
That'd be a better choice.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Pre-runner. Otherwise, you're going to have to use some real tiny. I don't know. Yeah.
What's the steak sauce on the skin? That's so great. Who said that? Adam Tubman. Good one, dude. Oh, man. I was trying to think of something along those lines, but you got it. You nailed it. That's good.
Yeah, we eat there too much. It's fine.
Do they know you by name?
I don't think they know us by name.
They know you by...
But they know us.
Impression. Yeah, they know you by...
Now, the coffee shop, they know our name.
Okay.
Like, I go in there and I'm just like, can I get it? Here's my trick. Hopefully, if anybody at work's watching, I don't know. But if I'm like super late to work, I'll just pick the coffee up on the way in because I'm like, this gives me a buffer. Like, yeah, I was later than normal, but at least I'm just coming with food and coffee now, rather than.
So that's every morning then.
If it's like after 9 when I'm not there or close yet. So I posted a photo up of an Escalade like conversion van looking thing.
Saw that. It looked like a camper.
Yeah, it had like the
Or
high top.
also maybe looked like a boat. Inverted.
Yeah, it looked like a John boat on the top.
Yeah.
Conversion. But then on the side of that conversion top, there was like the Thule or Tool or however you want to say it. Like they had a
Thule.
sticker on the side to be like, nope, it's just a rooftop container. It's very weird. Anyway.
That was weird.
But in the reflection, you could see that it was like 9:03. I was obviously still driving to work.
RC Underdog, thank you very much. What's the best file type to look for on CG Trader looking to download a C2 Corvette body for a C1 build? Interesting choice. Well, you're going to have to probably do some modifying.
So,
right?
Yes. So, if you're just trying to get a file to print, you have to, STL is basically what you have to get. But if you are finding a file that you're going to be able to bring into CAD, which is why I like CG Trader so much, then that's where I look for like step files, STP, or STEP, depending on how they spell the suffix. But and that's what CG Trader is so good at. They do have some like OBJs, which are nice mesh files, and each one there's different levels of quality of a lot of those models. But for me, like the one Matt bought was a fantastic step file. And yeah, so that's what I look for. But that's mainly because I'm bringing it into a CAD package.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So it's gonna require a bit of fiddling. It's not, unfortunately, CG Trader is really built more for people making video games.
Yeah, digital
stuff.
artwork of whatever, either video games or renderings, movie stuff.
I can't stop playing with this.
You and tracks, like,
got them on everything now.
It's such a silly choice. Whatever. Not judging.
Don't judge me.
Yeah. But either way, C2 Corvette, that's a fantastic idea. I don't know what you're thinking about putting it on, but whatever it is, fully support that idea. C2s are.
It's going to be a challenging. That'll be a challenging build to not have the shock towers pop through the top, because you cannot have that in C1
unless it's just an on-road build.
Oh, for C1?
Oh, did he say for C1?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I stopped listening. I heard C2 and my ears started ringing.
You're going to go blind, Matt. Yeah, if I keep playing with it, I know.
But anyway, well, it is about that time of day.
It's about that time, yeah. Oh no, Volvo's on tracks next. Yeah.
Let's call this one. We have some people to thank.
Exactly. Thank you for watching for the last 156 episodes.
Yes. We have a new thumbnail coming next week. And the whole show, we're changing everything about it. We're going to switch sides on the screen.
We're going to start at 11 o'clock and go until 9.
Yeah.
It's going to be the end of be the beginning.
Yeah. We're going to talk about RCs instead.
What a concept. What a J concept. Thank you to Gunnar Nissen. You're done, RC. Chuck's RC Habit. Buck. Shacking babies and kissing hands, dandy. Jet Waves. Pay Up Sucka. Flappy Jesus. John Roberts 1.6 RC. And the RC Underdog. Thank you, folks.
Thank you to Fish Built, Zilla Green, Chuck's RC Habit, James Calvin, STL Auto Care, Joker 510714, Ed Camino, Kenneth Brown, Big Green Trader, Jet Waves, Buck Shaking Babies, and Kissing Hands Dandy, Kenneth Brown, Indy Bama, all the Buck and half the Dandy.
Did he get to change it? I guess he changed it.
I guess. Jeremiah Salberg and TRD Adventures. Much appreciated, fellas. Everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. What's on the Bench Weekly tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Time.
Whoop, whoop. looking forward to it. I'll watch it on my way into work at 9 o'clock.
10:30.
10.
Have a great week, everybody.
you
Watch
guys.
Josh's show on Friday night. Love you. Bye.
Bye.